What could possibly make Jungkook, a BTS member known for his resilience, cry uncontrollably behind the scenes? Why was the public shocked by a heartfelt statement from Kim Taehyung's father, who has long chosen to remain silent and away from media attention? The recent surprising statement delivered by Taehyung's father not only opens a new chapter about his son's true character, but also touches on the emotional wounds long hidden by BTS members, particularly Jungkook. In an atmosphere filled with tension and speculation, the facts emerging lately indicate that more than just an ordinary issue is shaking the emotional bond among the members of the world's most influential group. An internal source who requested anonymity stated that in recent weeks, a number of personal interactions between Jungkook and Taehyung's family had become intense and emotionally charged. This report was later reinforced by an official statement released through the Kim family's media channel, where the father, for the first time, delivered a personal message regarding Taehyung's emotional condition and his closeness with his friends, especially Jungkook. Taehyung is a strong child. Even under military pressure, he never shows weakness. But one thing I've always known since he was a kid, he deeply values and loves his close friends, including Jungkook. They share a bond that is more than just work colleagues, said Taehyung's father in the statement. This statement immediately triggered public speculation. What exactly is going on between Taehyung and Jungkook? Why was this statement released publicly at such a specific time? During Taehyung's military service, and while Jungkook is reportedly in an emotionally unstable state, rumors circulating since early 2025 suggest that there has been a profoundly emotional line of communication between Jungkook and Taehyung's family. Some Korean media outlets have even highlighted Jungkook's frequent visits to the military training camp where Taehyung is stationed, reportedly more often than any other BTS member. Meanwhile, Jungkook's tears, caught on camera during a closed-door event with hybe Entertainment, are believed to have occurred after he received a personal message from Taehyung's father directly. However, there has been no official confirmation regarding the contents of the message or news Jungkook received. What is certain is that following that moment, Jungkook avoided media interactions and only issued a brief statement via a fan community platform. "I need time. Please give us space." What could make a father's statement the catalyst for tears from someone like Jungkook, known for his mental and physical strength? In the context of BTS members' relationships, many fans and observers of South Korean pop culture have long noted the deep bond between Jungkook and Taehyung. From the beginning of their careers, the two have been known for having a complementing relationship. Taehyung with his artistic and sensitive nature, and Jungkook with his perfectionist and highly responsible character. The fact that Taehyung's father felt the need to speak publicly shows that a more complex emotional or personal situation is unfolding behind the scenes. Even more shocking, according to an exclusive report from Dispatch Korea, a handwritten personal letter from Taehyung to Jungkook was also a major trigger of the deep emotional reaction. The letter, which has not been fully released to the public, reportedly contains deep confessions of guilt, a sense of loss, and appreciation from Taehyung to Jungkook for the years they have spent together in BTS, according to an internal hybe source. Even though the letter hasn't been disclosed to the public, its impact on Jungkook was clearly visible. One hybe staff member, who requested to remain anonymous, said Jungkook appeared devastated and locked himself in his dorm for 2 days after receiving the letter. He didn't want to talk. He just said, "I don't know what to do after reading that." The staff member said, "This situation raises questions. Are there personal pressures or internal conflicts experienced by these two global stars that have remained hidden from the public eye?" Many fans have started to voice concerns that the psychological and emotional burden carried by BTS members, especially during this military transition period, is far heavier than what has been reported so far. Meanwhile, the public statement by Taehyung's father adds a new layer to this story. In another part of his statement, he emphasized that the relationship between Taehyung and Jungkook is not just an ordinary friendship. When Taehyung talks about Jungkook at home, he always calls him "my brother." That's not just a word. They share the same burdens, the same hopes, and sometimes the same pain. Those words open the door to various public interpretations. Has there been repressed internal conflict all along? Or is there instead a major sacrifice made by one of them to protect the other? HYBE Entertainment, the agency managing BTS, has so far chosen not to provide additional statements, but they confirmed that Jungkook is currently on a private break and will not be attending any public events in the near future. "We respect our artists' privacy and ask for everyone's understanding," said HYBE's official statement. Another point of focus is the possibility that Taehyung's father's statement is part of an internal transition in the relationships among BTS members as they approach a new phase after completing military service. Is this a sign that there will be a restructuring in group dynamics? Or is it proof that their bond remains strong and unshakable by time, distance, or pressure? Several industry observers have also said that this moment could be a turning point in the BTS narrative, not only as a phenomenal musical group but also as an emotionally and psychologically profound entity. This is a real depiction of the depth of human relationships behind global popularity. It's not just about stages and glamour, but about sincerity, fear, and vulnerability, said Kim Ji-woo, senior editor at K-Media Insight. Now, all eyes are on the two figures who have long symbolized strength and solidarity in the K-pop world, Jungkook and Taehyung. How will they continue their journey after this emotional storm that has shaken not only their hearts, but also the hearts of millions of fans worldwide? With everything that has happened, one question now lingers with no definitive answer. What exactly was in the letter that made Jungkook cry? And why did Taehyung's father choose to speak now, when the situation is so sensitive? As time passes and the public continues to wait for clarity, one thing remains certain. Behind the grand stage lies a real, fragile, human, and touching story. A reality that, through the voice of a father, has finally been revealed and shaken the world. After a deeper investigation into official sources and clarifications from trusted parties, it can be confirmed that the news claiming Taehyung's father made an emotional statement about the relationship between Taehyung and Jungkook, as well as reports that Jungkook cried nonstop due to a personal letter from Taehyung, has no valid or verifiable factual basis. Until now, there is no official evidence, direct statements, or publications from the Kim family or HYBE Entertainment confirming the events described in the previous reports. Examinations of official communication channels belonging to Taehyung's family and verified social media accounts show no uploads, releases, or statements relating to that narrative. Likewise, HYBE, in several recent interviews, has instead emphasized that all BTS members are currently focusing on completing their mandatory military duties according to the schedule and conditions set by South Korean authorities, and no personal or emotional issues have been publicly disclosed. Furthermore, there is no audio, video, or written text evidence of a letter sent from Taehyung to Jungkook, as mentioned in the viral news. Speculations about a private letter that allegedly made Jungkook distraught also lack verified grounds. Claims that Jungkook was said to have isolated himself or cried emotionally after receiving news from Taehyung's father, according to internal HYBE sources interviewed by mainstream Korean media, are inaccurate and merely baseless rumors spreading through online communities. In fact, several large BTS and ARMY fanbases have actively conducted clarifications across various social media platforms, stating that the issue originated from speculative posts in online forums that were then exaggerated without accurate data validation. Some of these posts have since been deleted after being reported for spreading false and misleading information to the public. Situations like this highlight the importance of exercising caution when disseminating information, especially when it involves the private lives of public figures currently serving in national duty. Emotional and clickbait-driven narratives may attract attention, but if not accompanied by credible sources, such news can cause widespread misunderstanding and violate the privacy of the individuals involved. It can be concluded that the report stating that Taehyung's father issued an emotional statement about Taehyung and Jungkook's friendship, and that Jungkook cried because of it, is false and falls under the category of misinformation. As of this writing, there is no solid evidence to support such a narrative. Therefore, the public and fans are advised to rely on information from official and verified sources and not to be easily provoked by viral news that may not be factual.